Alright. Sorry for bouncing around here as we're running down the wonderful place here. I guess I'll wait for somebody to get in. But today we got a 2009 Ford Fusion. How's it going, Chris? And got called in here because they said they have a code in here for an IMRC. They told me IMRC, I haven't even scanned it yet. I'm going to do that now live with you guys. And we're going to give the awful tell some love. Hi, hi, hi. Well, there's a lot of people real fast. See if the autel can actually do anything today. How's everybody doing? Because it's about 22 degrees out here and windy as could be. Yeah, well, we're going to see how the autel works. Oh, I'm sorry I interrupted Star Wars. Daniel, I put that email. It's a response on your comment. Alright, so identified the car, Ford Fusion. They said 2010, but apparently it's a 2009. Is Rocco around? No, he's actually not. He went over to his grandparents' house today. Hey, from Australia. How you doing, Mike? That's okay, Otto. We got all day. It's not like there's another 14 cars waiting for us. You go ahead. You just do your system data. We don't mind. It's not like we're live on YouTube here and... Yeah, if we would have used the launch, honestly, we probably would have been in already, but you know what, actually, after it IDs the PCM, I think that's where I'm going to stop on this one, because I want to try to make this as fast as possible. Got 4 faults. Okay. I don't know what faults they might have created, but let's take a look here. Let's retrieve what codes are in the system. This is the Autel Mini Sys. I forgot the number for it. I think it's a 906. Eric says hello. Alright. Tell him I said he's not supposed to be working on a Saturday. Time to take the kids out some ice fishing. Yeah, it's a little slow, yeah. One of the reasons why I let this thing sit to the side. I don't know, everybody else uses theirs, it seems to fly. I've even done a factory reset on mine and reloaded everything, but that was it. Exactly, ice fishing. Alright, so barrow sensor out of range, intake manifold running control, barrow, intake manifold running control stuck open. These are pending. Alright, well, knowing part of the system here and kind of going in there with a little bit of knowledge, that barrow is probably because they were out there, you know, probably playing around with vacuum lines and things like that. They said IMRC. My van is like way down yonder, so I just decided I'm just gonna grab what tools I think I'm gonna need. I'm gonna go right to it. So pretty simple. Gonna make this one of the things that you should have. Astro has them, 7898 Noid light set, and we'll get to that in a second. And good old trusty Mighty Vac vacuum gauge. Big fan of them both. They've been reliable. I haven't had any issues. I'm gonna pop the hood, bring the awful autel out with us. Let me see if I can do that without blocking your view. I know I'm gonna get some comments about the shaky camera and all, but until the new camera comes, this is what I got. It might be an 8500. I prefer the metal one over the plastic one. What I'll do is, they also okayed me to become an Amazon affiliate, so I'll start getting some links out there for you guys for the tools that I actually use. And then I'll just take that and donate that money just like I did the rest. So, IMRC is going to be... Oh, there it is right there. Alright, that's a little hard to see, but let's see how can I get that on camera. All right. Straight there. That little arm. If you guys can see that little turnbuckle, I'm gonna try to touch it. Okay, I'm on it right now. That is the turnbuckle there for the intake manifold running control. I can get my finger in there a little bit better. Like this. This should be actuating up and down. That's going to be vacuum controlled, and the vacuum line runs over to here, which the vacuum line is off already, I'm going to assume. Just make sure that's the right one. Again, I had a feeling that they were doing things. Yes, Spanky, every once in a while my fingers do get dirty. Alright, well, no vacuum out of here at idle. Not sure of the operation, but we can test that after the fact. So, let's get out of here. I'm going to go back to an active test. I didn't see all, so this might take a moment. Matter of fact, while that's still going, I'll tell you what we'll do. Since we know we have the solenoid here and we have a vacuum pump sitting here in our hand, let's go in here and verify that we actually have vacuum supply, which we do, but you guys can't see that. So let's make it visible for you. We do have a good vacuum supply into the solenoid. Let's check this one. Good vacuum supply into the solenoid. So this is going to be the one that's probably going to go up to the map barrow. Yeah, that's going to be switched map barrow here. So they'll have another solenoid there. So this solenoid here on the right is the one that we're going to be looking at. No vacuum coming in or out. Good vacuum supply to it. Both of them come right here from the manifold. Alright, so we can actually, I think that tip is actually small enough to get right in there. Just verify that we have nothing. Yeah, nothing happening here at idle. Yeah, it's definitely cold. Honestly, it's the wind that's killing me. So we could also put our vacuum pump directly in here, and let me get this to where we can see both. Possibly. Might be a little tough to try to get both in the picture there. Let's see. How about like that? Let me pump it up. And I don't know if you guys can see that actuator dropping, but the arm actually dropped out of view. Of course, this thing is always picking up on the color, and that white face is a little bit too bright, so I'm just going to pump it from over here so you guys can see that turnbuckle, and there it is actuating straight down. Now, does it hold the vacuum? Yes, it does. Don't go crazy on it, by the way, guys. These solenoids will bleed some vacuum. They're only going to give it about 10 inches, maybe, you know, I would say about 10 inches at the most is what the car will normally give it. So only give it about 10 inches of vacuum, and as you can see, the actuator went all the way down, and it does hold. There is a small change in the sound of the idle too, and a little bit of change on RPM. Okay, so this finally came up. Gonna go right into this port right here, which is going to be the outlet. I'm going to try to do this one-handed. You guys are going to get real close here for a second while I touch that button. Intake manifold running control. We really don't care about the live data. We're going to hit the cancel button. And we're going to hit off. It says it's on right now. Again, we had no vacuum, so it might be off would relay the vacuum. That says off. No change. On. No change. So no vacuum change at either point. Now comes the reason why I grabbed the noise lights. So, if we hop on here, disconnect this electrical connector. One side here is going to have power at all times. The other side is going to be grounded by the PCM. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to hop in here with these noise lights. I'm pretty sure I got one that might fit in there. I hope. And GMPFI should do it. Let's get this out here. Try to do this one-handed if I can. I know I say that a lot. All right, so we're plugged in. Let's try to keep that in view. Bring this over here. All right, so it's not completely out of the view. And we're gonna hit the off button, on button, off button, on button. All right, so we know it's actually sending a signal there. Just verified all our wiring, everything right down to the point of the connector. Take a quick peek inside the connector. Rotate device, sorry about that. And you guys may not be able to see that as well as I can, and plus my hand has got to be balanced on top of the engine. But terminals inside, nice and clean. Good terminal integrity, give them a little pinch, they're fine. So what we'll do is, let me zoom that back out. Yeah, Noid lights are, you could use a Noid light if you wanted to for a lot of different solenoids, canister vent solenoids, things like that. They're not going to pull more than an amp because that's what we already have it set as for injectors. I can't seem to get this thing to zoom back out. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Hope that's not making anybody crazy. Keith is not a genius. Just work with what you have when you're out on the road. Kind of makes things a little bit more interesting. You start to find other ways for it. Yeah. Actually, to tell you the truth, I'm kind of surprised that nobody else thought of the Noid light yet, huh? I really do use them all the time, and they're very convenient, you know, and for the most part they come with, you know, an assortment of different size spades that are in there, some round, some flat. Hey babe. So that's what we got. We already verified everything there electrically. One last thing we could do, if we take this back out, we could attempt a tap test. And we know that off now is when it's going to be actually sending the vacuum because we saw the light come on. So if we hit it to off, just verify, still no vacuum. And I'm just going to tap on it. Let's see if we get any change. Oops. And I can't really hold that there. See now, Spanky, that was sweet. Remember, I'll send you that 20 bucks just right away, okay? All right. Yeah, I noticed that, and you know, honestly, I don't ask these kind of questions at them because I'm here at another repair shop, so I try to stay away from those kind of questions. I'll just make mention of it as I leave. You know, I was at a body shop yesterday, and as I was leaving there, all they did was leave compound pretty much everywhere on the car, and the customer was sitting in the office. So, all right, so absolutely no change there. This car is going to get an intake manifold running control solenoid. Really quick, simple, easy test, and not much more to say about that one. All right, hope everybody, does anybody at all have any questions? I guess I should ask that question, because I'll repeat them if it's going to help anyone. No questions? Sensor operation. Sensor operation in this one. All right, so intake manifold running control on this one here, when it determines it, we can, let's see. Let's see if it actually has a data pin for it. Some of them do, some of them don't. Live data. How many cars have I done today? I think this is 9. Taking it easy today. Alright. Yeah, no, it's okay. Like, I'm really trying to press that button. There you go, Ottel. Just keep on stopping me from scrolling. I don't mind. Just want you all to know I did this for you. Alright, so here's the manifold tuning valve status, IMT, and the intake manifold running control, the intake manifold running control on or off. That's about all you get. So as far as the sensor goes there, we could actually look up operation on this one. It may have a 0 to 5. I'm thinking, only because of the position that it's in, it makes it a little bit more difficult to tell. Because as you can see there, those coolant pipes that are down below this are directly in the way of that. Let's see, is there a sensor on the bottom? Indeed there is. Okay, so you can't really see it, but down here where my finger is, below the throttle body, there is a harness right here that goes down to the bottom of that manifold tuning valve. So 0 to 5, we're going to have it basically, it's just going to be nothing more than a similar operation to a TPS sensor. You'll have a power, ground, and a signal, or a reference voltage, a ground, and a signal. And it's going to sit there and it's going to give some type of a voltage reading there where when the actuator arm moves, it will put, it'll actually just change from somewhere between, my guess on this one, probably about 1.5 volts. Probably going to go up to about 4.3, somewhere around there. And that's guesswork. But the realistic part of this here is that I had operations showing that there was actually, it said that there was no intake manifold runner movement there. We can try to move that by hand. Let's see if there's actually anything there, but I mean, we don't have any voltage reading. They don't give us that data PID. And it's not because of the tool, unfortunately. It's not going to have it on the Ford either. Quick ohm check on both solenoids. Yeah, we could do that. We could do it on this one. I can tell you already though, this anywhere inside here, right? When you see a solenoid like this, guesstimate anywhere between 20 and 35 ohms. That's about what you're going to have on almost any solenoid at all that's that style. All right, vacuum solenoids, that tends to be the number they like. Some of the vent solenoids, they'll run right around the area of about maybe 35. But yeah, we could do a quick ohm check on that. I'm gonna have to leave you guys over here for a minute there while I go run back all the way down there to my truck. So I guess you guys will sit here for a minute and I'll be right back. Just gonna have to make some, give me a moment here just to switch around the leads. Can't believe there's 115 people still here. So if you couldn't command off and on with the scan tool, what method would I have used? What method would I have used on this one? I mean, the other part, the way I would do it would be hooking up a vacuum gauge and then driving down the road throughout different, I guess it would be throughout different stages of driving. So at idle, off idle, wide open throttle, I would want to see any kind of a change on there. I wouldn't want to use a 9-volt battery. And I'll tell you why, because 9-volt battery does not always open up a solenoid completely. 12-volt, yes, you can certainly do that, but again, we're not checking any of the computer operation that way. So if I was going to be doing anything at all, what I would most likely do is I would pin into the wire that's actually the one being grounded. I would take that, bring it up to a 194 bulb, and bring it inside the car, and actually take another wire from positive, bring it inside, and as I'm driving down the road, I would actually watch to see that light bulb come on or off. That would give me my operation. That would tell me when the solenoid is on and off. I would also have a vacuum line pinned off, going directly from that solenoid, going inside here. So I would tee it in, so that way I wouldn't take away from the actuator. I would tee it in and leave a vacuum gauge up on the windshield, so that way I can see what was going on with it. If I actually had vacuum and I wasn't getting any change in the runner control, that would be one of my indications. Again, we don't have any data PID for it, so that's one of the things I would have to do. All right, let's see if I got adapters in here that are going to fit into this thing. These are the worst kits. This kit right here, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, is a mistake. Don't buy this kit. Not a fan. Get the AES Wave kit, much better. Better assortment, and certainly, how many amps does the 194 bulb draw? On the average, about 850 milliamps. More than enough to verify what we want to verify, which is nothing more than solenoid operation, which is about, at max, probably about 750 milliamps. All right, I gotta hook this up here. And of course we don't want to drop them. Set our meters to ohms. And dopey me did not grab the other two pins, did I? That's all right, Chris. I just didn't have the other stuff here with me. What are you buying new there, Drew? Which AES kit? All right, I'll send you. I definitely will put in some links at the end of this, so you guys have it. I'm sorry for making you dizzy, by the way, here, but this is, like I said, I wasn't really prepared for this. See, this is the difference between when some guys are able to make that video and they're sitting in a bay. That's one thing. When you're out here on your own and all you have right now is a cell phone in your hand, definitely makes things a little bit more difficult. Tripods don't work either, because where the hell do you put a tripod on this thing? Everything here is sloped. But let me get two other adapters. I'm gonna have to put you guys down again for 1 second while I go run over there. And it's a Fluke 233 that you're gonna be staring at there for a little while, so be right back. Sorry guys, I'm getting it set up so you can see it. And there you go, right on the floor. Good tripod. Hopefully we're not upside down. No, we're not. Good. Sorry about that. Dunkin' Donuts first, huh? You'll never guess what's attached to this place. Dunkin' Donuts, what do you know? Wait a minute, I didn't do the Eric. Whoa! Sorry about that, guys. All right, open circuit. Come right over here. We're hooked up directly into that solenoid. So yes, it is open. All right, so did I cover it? Are we good? CSS Electronics CAN bus system. No, I have not, but I will certainly look into that. Yes, it is patented. I'll probably get I'll probably get some kind of a letter from his lawyer in the mail. No, I have not used it, SKO. All right, gentlemen, I'm gonna have to keep on moving here though, because I actually do have, well, you can see it from there. There's another Hemi that supposedly is a no start at times. But I want to get set up on that one, and I got to keep on moving because these guys all close up early on Saturday, so I got to try to make it to every one of them. Did I figure it out? Yes, well, it needs a solenoid. Yes, 100% needs a solenoid. We can verify that two ways here. We can do it with resistance, which I'm not always a huge fan of, but in this case here, though, somebody asked for it, so I'll definitely show the resistance. It is an open solenoid. But, you know, most importantly here, we had electrical operation. We had it being turned on and off by the PCM, so we know that it's good. And that's about it. So we can prove that our vacuum can hold, our actuator does work, and voltage testing would only be necessary if we actually thought it was something like that. I definitely will check it out. Everybody have a great day. I'll talk to you all soon.